James, great afternoon for the Knights, the 30-12 victory over Whitehaven at the RNIP Unit Stadium. What are your thoughts post-match?
Yeah, really pleased. I positive vibes at the minute. I thought the players worked tremendously hard. I thought they defended well. Pleased that they got the rewards for those efforts, and pleased for the supporters as well.
It was a tough first half, only 6 points in it, and we started the second half pretty well. What was said at the break?
Well, back to the first half. I thought we were fairly good in the first half. We just couldn't quite get into a rhythm. We'd get 3 or 4 sets into a block, and there's a ball steal or there's a penalty that we probably could have avoided. And I just really don't like the ball steal rule. I mean, Whitehaven are well within the right to do it because it's a rule. But going forward, I'm really pleased that it's not going to be in the game anymore, because it just makes the game a mess. And as a rugby league fan, it's just something that really turns me off. Your
team played with a bit of confidence, especially attacking in that second half. It's probably been missing earlier this year. It must be really pleasing for you to see that.
Are we going to go for this again? Listen, it starts with the defence. I thought we defended really well, and that probably breeds confidence. And having some hookers out there and some halves out there really it has a massive impact on your team. And I think Marsha played really well in standoff. Corey's a better 9 than his half, but again I thought he had some really good involvements. Jubby and Washi, I thought they also contributed as well.
You've said Marsha and Corey Johnson especially there were 2 players who picked up knocks last week against Featherstone. Yeah. You must be pleased with how the team grafted this afternoon after what was a brutal game last week.
Yeah, it was. Featherstone and a real physical team, and we went hard at Featherstone. We just weren't good enough. We fell away in the second half for whatever reason. But yeah, Corey hasn't trained all week. We left him up till he trained the team and we left him till then. And Marsha, we modified him. He hasn't kicked all week, so obviously a groin problem. So there was a little bit of potential disruption there, but we've got through it this week without any, which is really positive.
A few players came in after not playing the last few weeks. Marcus Stock came back in, James Green, Danny Washbrook, Liam Salter. How do you think they went?
Good question. I thought Stocky was good, used his footwork well to speed the game up. I've seen Greeny carry more effectively than that, but I thought again he had a dig. Liam Salts playing that position on the wing did okay. His Salts worked hard for the boys, and Joe Washi, obviously he knows the game tremendously well, and he's played in pretty much almost every position for us this year. So without him we'd have been in trouble, but yeah, I'm pleased to find him another game.
And one player who really did stand out today was Tane Tupou. He won the official man of the match award. He's really improved last few weeks. I
absolutely agree. So listen, Time's always had the raw ingredients to be a top centre, certainly at this level, maybe even beyond that. He's a big, strong, fast young man who just is hard to handle. I wouldn't have fancied defending against him one-on-one out on the edges. He's making better decisions defensively, which is obviously a big step forward. But he's still got what I would call, proper centre skill. I really enjoyed watching that tricep for Pennywell. I don't think we see enough of that in the game. Centre with some footwork, beating defender, fend off, finds a pass. It's just as a former centre, tip of the cap to Tane Tupou there.
And a few times this season you've sort of questioned the commitment defensively of some of your team, but there was an instance at the end there where even with the game already won, players got around the ball to hold up a Whitehaven player crashing over.
Marsh, yeah.
You must be delighted with that.
Absolutely. I think he's only a half, Dixon. Real dangerous player, tough player, and he did cause some problems. And I actually wrote that down in my notes. Marsh's desperation to get back and get under the ball, and how we all celebrated it as well, just showed how much it meant to the boys. And
it's great to take a win and positivity into a big game next week against Bradford Bulls.
Yeah, obviously York Bradford games are always eagerly anticipated. We're excited to face off against a very good Bradford side, and I'm sure they will be too.